Today I bring you a news update. So, if you haven't noticed, I've been kind of MIA on the channel for the past 2 weeks. Last week I didn't upload at all, and then last week I uploaded basically a YouTube short, but as a long format video about Project Senkai and my music taste. So while I open up this English Hololive Productions of White Shorts, yes, I love the concept of like White Shorts where you can get like a signature card. I've never played White Shorts. I'm kind of interested in how to play, but we'll put that on the side and let's bust into it. I am here to bring news onto like why I was gone essentially for half of this month. I can't make a promise that I will be active for the rest of this month, but I will try my damned hardest. So I think the week where I posted that Project Senkai video, speaking of Project Senkai, I don't want to get distracted already, but when EN Senkai or Colorful Stage gets its anniversary, because JP Senkai is already going through its the anniversary already. So when EN gets a oh, it's been a year. Oh, it's Coco. Salute. RIP. EN gets its like anniversary. I want to do like a live stream of like the first year songs and kind of put them in a tier list to get people riled up. But that's Project Senkai. We're talking about the channel and Hololive. If I can punch this out. So where was I? If you don't know, I own a anime store called Neko Node. Link is in the description. It'll take you to my link tree, and then you can follow my Instagram for updates because currently my Mercari and Depop are closed. So for Neko Node, I've been busy with selling at my fair and my local county fair. And if you the local county fair here is like the biggest around the Kings Canyon area. Basically like every parts of Kings Canyon goes there, and because of that I basically put in like 12 hours of work like for the past 12 days. So obviously I haven't really been able to have the energy to pull up a video. But I do have, because of it, I have cash money now to be able to make gooder videos. I think I mentioned earlier this video that I have some light boxes, like an actual like studio like light boxes coming in. So let's I'll be able to actually light up my room instead of having like this piss poor lighting. So while I open these, my chase cards are the Minato Aqua signature card. I think she's in a wedding dress, and the probably that's about it. I don't know what else is in this set. I had TCG player it up, but I don't know any other card other than maybe the hollow of this card. God, I forgot her name. Oh no, I'm a fake fan. Does it say on here? No, it just has her toes. Oh. So anyway, I've been busy doing that, and I've learned a lot doing the fair this year. I don't know if I would go back to the fair because it is really tiring. Like, 12 days is no joke. 12 days, 12-hour days, coming back, I think like my days were like at 10 to 10, and I didn't get back home until like 12 and didn't sleep until 2. I know some of y'all are probably like, oh, that's just a normal day for me, but like when you're working like constantly and not like quote unquote working. Like high school is not working. Like it really isn't. It's just like hanging out with friends with some homework on the sidelines, you know? It's not really like actively like using my brain, even though like I don't like, you are using your brain, but it's not like actively like trying to look over a booth while also talking to people while also doing all that stuff. It's a lot. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. And I have learned a lot. I've learned that you know, people, it's important to it's important to, you know, get connections, talk to people. Talking to people is like the most important part of, you know, business in general, and you can't really get far without like knowing people, if that makes sense, you know? You can have like a business degree, but like that 4 years you could be doing something else, you know? You know what I'm saying? So I also learned that, you know, anime is a changing, like, I don't want to say format. That's kind of weird, champ. It's like a changing media, I guess, in a sense. Like, it's always going to like the newest and biggest thing, you know. Chainsaw Man just dropped a few days ago. I think episode 3 is probably out now by the time I upload this video. It's like really good. I've only checked out episode 1, but whew, goddamn, sheesh, Mappa kind of pulling up all the stops. I hope their workers are getting paid well. But yeah, I learned that it's important to try to keep stock up, and when you have old stock, it's important to blow it out, because when you have a bunch of old stuff, then you kind of get into that situation where you have stuff that isn't selling, but like you like keep it. There was like a booth there. If you guys seen my local anime convention vlog, you know that booth where it was like super expensive? I met the guy there actually, and he was like, oh man, like all my prize figures they're not selling, and I can't, they're not selling for the price that I put them out, so I think I'm gonna like try to put a big sale on them. And then we were talking about like rems, and I was like, yeah, rems don't sell well for me. There's only like a certain few rems, which it makes sense because there's like a million rems. And he was like, oh yeah, you know, I've had these rems for about like 2 years or so. I was like, bruh. But like, I just kind of want to blow them out so that I can move new stock. I was like, dude, you should have done that like 2 years ago. It, like, if like the stock has been sitting there for such a long time, like, bro, like move it, dude. Like, it's taking up time, and that time in that storage, like holding this stuff, it's gonna like not be good. Especially with the fact that like you have like all these like figures that you could buy at Hot Topic or Box Lunch now, and they're going for about like $27.99. And if you've seen that vlog, then I mentioned that it's like, I think he's like selling it like 45 per price figure and stuff like that. And I was like, bro, what the fuck? Yeah, that was kind of wacky. Other than that, there wasn't really much else to say other than the fact that like I kind of just made connections and kind of left it at that. I did end up selling everything. I sold all my figures. I think what I have left are like keychains, but I want to be able to have like actual figures before I open up my Macari and Depop back up again. That being said, I feel like I've hit like the max of Depop and Macari. I don't know what happened with Depop. Like, maybe it's the like how I tackle Depop, but ever since they've updated the app, like the search functionality and everything like that, that pack did not open very friendly. I hope the signature card's not in there. I'm sorry if my hand hasn't been like in middle of frame while I'm talking about Deco No Day stuff, but yeah, I don't really have like the same drive, or like Depop doesn't like do it for me anymore. Does that make sense? You know, because they made it more like Mercari, and when they did that, like the search functionality isn't like as good as it used to be. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of weird, champ. And Mercari in general, like I recently got reported, like because one of my like I think someone was trying to sabotage me, because I have a sneaking suspicion it was like somebody that I reported because they were selling bootlegs, and like they were like pretty obvious like bootlegs, and they were like, oh yeah, it's authentic items. And I was like, bro, not to my people, dude. And then they proceeded to report my items as quote unquote cosmetics. And on Mercari you can't sell cosmetics because, you know, they have an expiration date, and that would be bad, and I understand why you can't sell cosmetics. But obviously, like when you have, like if someone put up like these like cards, for example, of Y Shorts, and they're like, oh yeah, someone reported it as cosmetics, that's essentially like what I said. And then Mercari was like, Mercari initially stood with the person who reported me, and they were like, no, we still think your items are deservingly reported, and then proceeded to keep the report on my account and those items down. I was like, what the fuck? And then I fought back, and I was like, dude, it's literally like you're literally like as bad as YouTube right now. Like, have somebody look at your goddamn listings and put them back up for me. And then someone actually looked at the listings, and they're like, yeah, you're right. We'll take your report down and report the other person. I was like, thank God, dude. But yeah, that kind of like turned me off of Mercari. I know that there's still like people on there. That's a cute card. Sheesh. I know that there's still like some potential with Mercari, but honestly, like with that and like Depop kind of like put me off from like wanting to post there. I'll still post there for the time being, but my goal is to be able to have a website up and going so that I can post on there, and we'll see it from there. Other than that, the Y Shorts opening is done. I didn't get a signature card. I feel like the first time I got a signature card was such a fluke. Like, I didn't expect it to happen, and then like it was of Matsuri, and I checked TCG Player, and Matsuri is going for like $200. I don't know if she actually sells her at that price, but like the fact that I sold her for 60, I guess if I didn't want to do the selling, which I didn't want to post her on Mercari and stuff like that, because I didn't want to go through all the hassle and shit. But you know, it still kind of hurts. Not even gonna lie, it still a little bit hurts. But yeah, I guess that's about it. I don't know if my next video will be figure related. Actually, it probably will be. I want to talk about the fiasco of Furyu being like fucking greedy as fuck. But other than that, I'm done here. I did get an aqua card. Look at her. Let me get out so that the lighting can take her up. Actually, she's out. The lighting's in my phone's in the way. Fuck.